Hi, my name's Jackie Kane, and I'm going to be your instructor for English 101 online at Tacoma Community College. And I like to start the class by making a video just so you can see me. This is me in my office. This is actually where I work usually, not much to look at. To grade papers, to make videos, and to talk to you about the stuff going on in the class. There really is a person behind the class who's helping you out. It's not just the computer. I've been teaching at TCC now for 5 years, online and face-to-face. I'm online entirely now because I actually don't live in the state of Washington anymore. I live in Eureka, California. You may have seen this. If you looked at the syllabus, it says I'm not available for face-to-face meetings. I am very available to you, though, on Skype. I check twice a day during the week for questions online. In fact, in some ways, I'm more available to you than a face-to-face teacher would be, because you can be pretty confident that within 12 hours you're going to have any question answered from me, whereas if you were in a regular classroom, it might take quite a bit longer. So let's see what else. I developed a lot of the materials in this class that you're going to be using. I developed the academic honesty tutorial and the quizzes. I developed the tutorial to help you figure out how to do MLA formatting, for example. Several of the assignments I worked on as well. And so I think you can be pretty confident that I'm considered an expert in the field, both in the content of English 101 and in how to teach online. I feel really great about it. English 101 is one of my favorite classes to teach at TCC, and I teach many different classes, but English 101 is one of my favorites. So I wanted to talk about why English 101 is so important, to hopefully help you figure out why you're here as well. Now, if I was going to ask you to think really quickly and say, why are you enrolled in English 101 this semester? First thing that comes to your head, I'm willing to bet, is you're in this class because it's a requirement. You're in English 101 because they're making you be in English 101. That's okay. I hear it all the time. In 5 years, I think I've maybe had 1 or 2 students ever say, oh no, I'm in English 101 because I want to learn how to write. Everyone says I'm in English 101 because they're making me take it. And so sometimes students, they find that they're not really motivated. It's just, it's one of these graduate classes I have to just get through before I get to study what I really want to study, which is nursing or biology or firefighting or whatever program you're involved in here at TCC. But I want to talk to you a little bit about English 101, about why it's so important and why you should be excited about this class and want to do really well in this class. Don't just aim for the C. Aim for a good grade in this class because it's really going to help you out. Okay, there was a study that was done that showed that new college students that take English 101 and pass it on their first attempt are 6 times more likely to be able to complete their 2-year degree goal. Let that sink in. 6 times more likely to complete their goal if you're able to pass English 1 on the first attempt. Why would that be true? Why would having to take it more than once mean that you were less likely to be able to complete your 2-year degree goal? Well, the secret is because the reason that most students don't pass English 101 on their first attempt has got nothing to do with not being able to use a comma or figure out what a thesis statement is or figure out how to use to do online database research. The reason that most students drop English 101, and I hear this all the time, are reasons like, I lost my babysitter. My uncle got sick and I had to leave the state to take care of him for 3 weeks. My car broke down. My computer got a virus and I lost all of my work. All of the reasons that I hear from students about why they're not successful in English 101, almost none of them have got to do with the material. So what can you do about it, right? Well, the good news is that there are students, and I've seen this all the time, who are able to overcome those obstacles. You can count on the fact that between now and 10 weeks from now, probably something is going to happen that's going to make it difficult for you in the class. Maybe you're going to have a night scheduled to do homework and boss is going to ask you to pull a double shift. I don't know what it's going to be and you don't either. What I do know is that students who plan ahead and students who have a backup plan are able to stay in the class and are able to be successful. And if you have a backup plan, if you are aware of the resources available to you at TCC, the people that can help you when you have a problem, the advisors, the counselors, the technology staff people, you're more likely to be able to overcome the obstacles and do well in this class and pass, but you're going to be able to do the same thing in all of your other classes. You're not going to let these roadblocks come up that's going to stop you from being able to succeed in class at college in general, which means you're 6 times more likely to be able to get your degree. That's pretty huge, okay? So what I can tell you about that is familiarize yourself with the resources on campus. I've listed them all for you in your syllabus. Come up with a backup plan. Don't store your computers on your files on your computer. Put them up in Google Docs or back them up somewhere else so you don't have the computer problem as being an obstacle. And then think about who you have in your life that could be a resource for you. If you have children, what would you do if there was a daycare problem? Is there someone else you can call? Line up that kind of thing in advance and you're much, much more likely to be able to complete English 101 and your career goals and your educational goals than if you don't have a backup plan. Okay, the other reason that English 101, they make you take it right off the bat, and the reason it's so important is because if you do well in English 101, you are going to do better at every other class you take at Tacoma Community College and beyond if you're transferring to a four-year university. Let's think about why for a minute. Suppose the next class you take next quarter is a history class, and your history teacher asks you some assignment about the Napoleonic War or something. If you're able to answer that question in a manner that is succinct, clear, the instructor can understand your use of language, and that it's well supported so that the instructor can hear what your knowledge is, you are going to get a much better grade on that assignment. And that's true for every assignment that you're going to complete from here on out. I can guarantee you that if you bring your skills up and you can get a B or an A in English 101, every assignment that you go from here on out, psychology, history, nursing, biology, whatever your program is, you can guarantee that your grades are going to go a half tick up. Your B's are going to become B pluses. Your A minuses are going to become A's just by doing well in English 101. And that's why English 1 is so important. Come to class with the attitude that you're not going to let anything get in your way. If you have an obstacle, reach out and ask for help. Approach every assignment with the understanding that there's something that you're supposed to be learning from this. There's a skill that you're supposed to be walking away from this. Don't approach the assignments as, oh, this is just another essay I have to write in order to get out of this class so I can do what I really want to do. Concentrate on the material in front of you. Understand its value, and that this is just the first stepping stone for you, to reach the rest of your academic goals, your career goals, and your lifelong goals. So English 101 is important. I hope you're a little more excited than you were 10 minutes ago when you first started this video about taking English 101. Remember, I'm always here for you, either online. Like I said, I check twice a day during the week and usually once a day on Saturday. I usually don't check on Sunday. And I'm also available by Skype and through live chat. So I'm incredibly available to you. I want to help you. Reach out, and we're going to have a really great quarter. I'm looking forward to it.